Hey guys, so today I got a battle for you guys against the Serebii random. He leads off with his ape, and I leave off with my glass score. I know he's gonna go for the taunt because he predicts me to set up stealth rocks, but I predict that and I go for the U-turn, to get some switch initiative. So I switch out and I go into my Scizor, and it's a choice banded Scizor, and it actually has pursuit. So that's what I go for. But he sets up his stealth rocks first, and I go for pursuit. And weirdest thing ever, I've never seen this. It's an Azelf with it's a berry that weakens dark type super effective moves. So he actually ends up living it with like -2 HP. So I sent out my Heatran because I think he might be able to kill my Scizor. He goes for the explosion. He killed himself off, which is great. Heatran doesn't die, but it lives to only 19 HP, so pretty much renders my Heatran useless. So he switches out into a Suicune. It's a good thing I'm faster because I actually get up my rocks before my Heatran goes down, so it actually did something, which is nice. So he goes for the Surf to take me out just because, there's nothing else I could go to. And Heatran's almost pretty much useless anyway, and because he has his rocks up. So I go into my Jolteon, and I'm going to go for the Thunderbolt, not to predict this early, and he goes into his Shaman, for the resist. So I go for the Thunderbolt, and it does okay. So I know this is more of a defensive Shaman than it is an offensive one, seeing the leftovers as well. So switch out into my Doug Trio, because I have the choice banded Aerial Ace. So he's going to go for the Leech Seed, but he misses. Leech Seed and just low accuracy, that's what it does. So he gets these lefties, and I go for my Aerial Ace, and this is choice banded. I don't know if I EV'd wrong or something, but that does nothing. It does like absolutely crap damage. Or it could just be just Shaman's really, really bulky. So he's going to get his lefties, and I'm going to switch out because I'm pretty much going to die from a Seed Flare. He goes for another Seed Flare, and I quad resist, so that's pretty good. I should take barely anything from it. So he gets his lefties, and this turn he goes for the Leech Seed again one more time, and he misses again because it's low accuracy. I go for the U-turn, so really the Leech Seed miss didn't matter because he ends up dying from the U-turn, and if I switch out, the Leech Seed is gone, so it really didn't matter. So I switch into my Gliscor, and it's pretty bad because he gets switch initiative. But I use Gliscor because it does have U-turn, so if I do get into something that I'm not good against, I can just U-turn or just switch out altogether. So he switches out into Suicune, and yeah, I do go for the U-turn because I'm pretty sure a Surf would be able to do a lot of damage because I'm more of a defensive, physically defensive, not specially defensive, and a U-turn out into my Jolteon. And he goes for the Surf, and it does a decent chunk. So he gets his lefties, and again, I'm going to go for the Thunderbolt because every Pokemon I've seen so far I've killed, so I really don't know what else is left. So I go for the Thunderbolt, and he opts to stay in for some weird reason. I don't know why. So a Specs Thunderbolt is easily going to be able to take him out. So down goes a Suicune, and he sends in his Gengar, and I switch out because I'm predicting, I'm pretty sure that Gengar can kill my Jolteon. I don't know why I switched out. I'm obviously faster. So I go into my Doug Trio, thinking I would be able to kill it because I have a Night Slash and Arena Trap, but I don't know, I'm an idiot and I forget about Levitate, so he could have easily switched out. I just lost my Doug Trio for no reason. So I switched out into my Scizor, and I was going to go for the Pursuit again, but Focus Blast, it killed me. I thought I would be able to live at least one Focus Blast from a Gengar. So I lose my Scizor for no reason. I could have easily taken out this Gengar without any problems if I just stayed in and probably T-bolted. Probably would have killed him, but I just go back into my Jolteon and I use the Shadow Ball. It's easily going to take him out. Super effective. Specs. It's dead. And he goes on his Heatran, and I haven't seen this thing yet, and I'm like, oh shit. But I'm gonna have my Gliscor, so I'm gonna send it out, and he predicts that, and he's gonna set up a sub. So he has a sub, which isn't great. So gonna get lefties and whatnot. And after I see, that I get lefties before him, I outspeed. So it's just kind of weird because I don't know if Heatrans are really just that slow or he's running more of a really bulky set. Maybe because he's running leftovers and substitute. So the substitute is gone and he hits me. It's a crit. It doesn't matter. It's behind a sub, so he didn't get any extra damage from it. So he goes for the Fire Blast. That's gonna do quite a lot considering I don't resist, and this is more of a defensive Gliscor. So I'm gonna go for the Earthquake. Because again, everything he has that I know of is dead, and he might still have a flyer, so I'm just going to go for an Earthquake. And it's easily going to be able to take him out. He doesn't have the Sheka. It's a quad, super effective move. So, it's going to be an easy one kill. And now after his Heat runs down, he goes into his last poke, which is his Kingdra. So, rocks damage. And then I go for the Roost. I don't know why I did that, because if he ended up going for the Waterfall instead of what he does is Dragon Dance, I probably would have just wasted a turn with my Glasgow, or I easily could have attacked and done some damage. But he opts to go for the Dragon Dance. So this turn, he goes for another one. I think he's getting a little greedy, because I go for the Earthquake this turn, and that's going to do around a half to him. So just going to wait for that to happen. So yeah, about half. And I get my lefties. And then this turn, he goes for another Dragon Dance. So he's just getting really, really greedy. He thinks he can just sweep through my team. So the thing is, I go for the U-turn. I don't know why I went for the U-turn, honestly. I could have just gone for the Earthquake and done a lot more damage. And made this match a little, more in my favor, as you'll see. So we got my Miltank in here. And he's going to go for the Waterfall. So he goes for the Waterfall, and it does about half. Yeah, about half. And I go for Body Slam because I just want to finish this thing off. It's his last poke. And I know that if I can get in one more hit, that he'll die. So I'm hoping for either not to get killed. Maybe it was min-max. But I live with 14 HP. So if I gone for that Earthquake with Glasgow instead of the U-turn, it would have been a closer match. And if he wasn't so greedy, he probably would have won. So that was a good game, and I hope you guys enjoyed.